Back Row Ministry, the world premiere, Mr. Marty coming at you live and direct from the Kia Optima Studios. Haven't dropped a video in a while. One thing about me, I don't drop videos every 5 seconds. It's not CNN, MSNBC. I'm not a lot of guys on the on YouTube who likes to drop a lot of content. I like to drop content when there's something to drop. I just don't talk for the sake of talking. I can do that. I can just come up with videos just to be talking about any damn thing. And you know, I like to mix it up sometimes. Little sports, little entertainment. But with my stuff, I always try to drop things that, you know, resonate with the people and have a message in them. I think sometimes you can have fun, but, you know, still try to, you know, share some information that can be researched and people can learn from and they can begin to teach people from. So with that being said, we'll get unserious and we'll talk about the NFL. Of course, NFL season is beginning. Let the BS begin. Like we say, don't get your blood pressure high. And people, this is just opinionated conversation. I am not right all the time. People get on here, oh, see, you didn't know what he's talking about. Hey, we guesstimate a lot. People hit with playoff stuff. So it's always, you know, a science behind the madness. Last season, you know, a lot of us went with Minnesota. We went to Kansas City. But, you know, you got to think about the money trail, too. So New England was the team that brought the money. Philly was a team that hadn't won in a while. We get Philly out of the product last year. And a lot of pretty much the whole season kind of was pushing with Philly, Minnesota. So we saw a lot of the teams that we picked, give or take Kansas City. We saw a lot of the teams we had picked kind of making that move to the playoff. So where does that leave us this year in the season? The season has to start, but we already got those undertones. So we got in the NFC South, you see Tampa Bay, the suspension of Jameis Winston. Atlanta this year is going to be the home of the Super Bowl. And people always say, this was kind of debate last year with Georgia going to the college football championship, is that monetarily is not a good idea to have the host team in the championship game. But last year, Georgia, Alabama made a lot of money due to the way that those fans travel. Remember now, Georgia and Alabama fans just don't live in Georgia and Alabama anymore. They travel from all over the country because those teams have a very, very large following, and they pack that stadium up. So would it be marketable to put Atlanta into the Super Bowl? Is something that I've thought about, something I talked about a lot last year, that the Falcons could be the first team to actually win the Super Bowl at home. And I'm going to throw that out there. So I'm going to add that to one of my list of possibilities. Remember, this opinionated, so one of my list of possibilities is the Falcons still winning that Super Bowl at home. I'll throw that one out there. But we got to think of also New York and the Patriots. And we have to think of possibly this being the last season for two quarterbacks that have been in the league for a long period of time, with Eli hanging it up this season and Tom Brady possibly hanging it up this season. So possible script writing of Brady losing again to Eli, and the script being that Brady, all the guys he beat, could never beat Eli as one of the scripts, and we let Eli go off into the sunset as a champion, because remember, that whole team is coming back this year. All the receivers, everybody's going to be healthy. They're going to be ready up and moving this season. We got Brady and Belichick, their last pretty much hurrah possibility, them getting the title, going out as 6-time champions. Let's throw that narrative out there as well. Also, in the AFC, remember, a big piece of this is Andrew Luck is coming back. And there's been a lot of speculation that Andrew Luck has been chosen to be the next big quarterback, the next dominant quarterback in the league. Possibility of Indianapolis winning the Super Bowl this year, and Andrew Luck being crowned this year as the heir apparent to the Mannings and to and also to Brady. Sorry, big truck didn't want me to get up. So those are some possibilities we need to throw out early. Early in the season, like I say, preseason really doesn't write the script. We won't know until about the third or fourth game where everything is going. I always watch the dominant team, that team that is just dominating, as always being like Philly was last year, always being that team who kind of is in the Super Bowl. Another thing to watch, somebody pointed this out to me, but I think it's Nevarius Blunt. Anybody been noticing that every team Blunt has went to over the past 2-3 years have ended up in the Super Bowl? Last year, Blunt was with Philly. He got another ring. Watch Blunt and the team he goes to. I don't know what it is with Blunt, what's going on. He's been a free agent his whole career, ever since he punched the guy when he was in school. Remember, he's the guy who swung on the guy in school on national TV, and suddenly his draft stock went to nothing, but immediately he went into free agency and just started getting picked up by teams. And for the last 3 years now, Blunt has been on teams that have been in the Super Bowl. And out of that, he's won 2. So he actually has won two Super Bowls just moving around in free agency. So watch where Blunt goes, because it's like this thing of over the past 3-4 years, he's always ended up on a team that's been in the Super Bowl. So, you know, kind of watch that. I know it sounds stupid. A lot of people say, man, that's about the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But go do some research on Blunt. You see his last couple of teams that they placed him on have went to the Super Bowl. And he's got 2 Super Bowl wins from this constant moving around. And he's moved around again to another team this year. So let's watch what the Darius Blunt does as a possibility of a team that goes to the Super Bowl. There's something going on with him. I don't know what it is. But a couple of scenarios. We got like I said, we got the Peyton Manning and the Eli Manning, I'm sorry, and Tom Brady scenario in the Super Bowl. Arizona still pops back up. Arizona still pops back up as a team who can get the Super Bowl this year. Remember, possibility that this is Larry Fitzgerald last year. So we could have Fitzgerald and who's also on that team? Man, I can't get my man's name. The running back from Arizona, I forgot his name, but he's also on that team. And this might be his last season too. We don't know. This could be his last season too. But with that being said, the possibility that, you know, they also could be in the lineup for a championship. So these things can happen. These are possibilities that need to be looked at and explored, researched. But like I say, deep into Game 3, we should start to kind of have a picture of who they are planning to put in the big game and who they're planning on putting money behind. But Atlanta will be going at least to the playoffs. They're going to let Atlanta make some money. It's the first year of that stadium. They got to bring in the money. So Atlanta definitely will be there. And the Cowboys. Watch out for the Cowboys. They travel good. I mean, you're in the South. That's money, instant money. Let's watch for the Cowboys to see if that's another team that try to push for the Super Bowl this year. Mr. Monkey, piece of hair grease. NFL BS is back among us.